Hey everyone, welcome back to Night Shift EDC. I'm Tiff, and this channel covers it all. Grail level customs, budget bags, and everything in between. What you'll hear are only my opinions, because the truth is that bags are very personal, we all carry differently, and that's what makes it fun. So take what works for you, leave the rest, and enjoy checking out some amazing packs with me. So today, what I have here is a ZOMAKE Hiking Partners backpack. It's labeled as being ultra lightweight. It is lightweight, it's very thin. It's about 30 to 35 liters. And the company that makes it is called ZOMAKE. The dimensions I will put up on the screen right here and let you read that. It also comes in a variety of colors, which I will list right below that. On this scale, we will weigh it once I take everything out of it. I got it packed up so you could see its form. So when we take everything out of it, then I will go ahead and weigh it empty. As it is loaded up with towels, it weighs 6.3 pounds. And like I said, all I have are a bunch of towels in here at the moment. So the vibe of this bag is it's meant to be budget friendly. It is designed to be ultra light. It's designed to be subtle, very simple. It's on the larger side, so it's meant to carry quite a bit and be just like a cute little pack that somebody can take when they need it. So the use cases for this bag, you can use it as a travel day pack, or it's something that you can keep around for in case of emergencies if you need more space. Basically, it's a just-in-case companion. It stows away really small into this front pocket right here, which I'll also show you, and then expands into this big bag, offering surprisingly a very roomy amount of space. It's ideal for commuting, for travel, in a bind if you're gonna go for a hike. I suppose you could take it for a really hike. You can use it for unexpected errands. All right, so to show you the exterior features, on the outside here, we've got this large pocket, which the bag ultimately stows away into. Nothing else inside there. Then we have a slip pocket right here, which is large enough for a phone to fit into. And actually, it goes all the way up to the top, so you could fit something that fits this entire panel right there. Then the front section goes down to right here, this level, and there's no organization in there. It's got a pretty nice lining right there. On the side, both sides, it has compression straps. They are not name brand as far as I could see. They have ZOMAKE printed on the side of them. Then there is a mesh pocket right here. It looks like, with the use that I have had, maybe a little bit of fraying here, but not actually a hole. Backpack straps are flimsy because it's packable, but there is mesh on the backside. There is no padding or lining on the backside. It's just a piece of fabric without any mesh, without any structure. And then on this side, it is the same as the other side with the compression strap and the mesh pocket. Making our way to the inside of the bag, I've got more towels. All right, so on the inside of the bag, there is no padding on the bottom, no organization on the bottom. On the back panel, try it out really quick. So this is the back panel with the straps, and it has this slip pocket here. It's upside down now. This is the top of the bag and the straps, and it is a flexible pocket. It goes like this. And then on the other side, there is no organization, no other pockets. This is the back of the front pocket that we just saw. So this bag right now is going for on Amazon for $21. ZOMAKE did send this bag out to me to do a review and see what I thought about it. So for the inside, how I would pack this out to use is I have a beach towel, put that right there. Then I have a hand towel, that on the inside. Then I have a bag of just stuff I might need at the beach, like a hat, sunscreen, a little, this is a head mosquito net, since the mosquitoes love me. More bug stuff. This pouch is from Ultralight sacks. They are pre-made, I think. They're not custom, so you can go to ultralitesacks.com and check that out. That will go also in the bottom. And then against the back wall here, I'm going to put my windbreaker jacket. And as you can see now, everything just falls to the bottom. No matter what, it's all gonna be at the bottom of the bag. So I could set it up this way, my things like that, just to try to distribute it a little more. But that's everything that I'm gonna put on the inside. On the outside, if I'm going to the beach, I wanna have a speaker. So I'll put that right there, with that little tie. And then I'm gonna have to take some water. So these are generous pockets. There's a lot of space here, even still for something larger. We push it down, goes down to the bottom. The handle that it comes with is just a piece of nylon webbing. Looks about 3/4 inch. Once again, the hardware, I don't see any branding on it, but just feels like solid plastic. Then on the front here, in this pocket, I'm gonna put this handheld fan that I have. If we're going to the beach, it's gonna be hot. I got suckered into some advertising on this one, but I'm glad I did because I've actually really enjoyed it this summer. So it works really well. Battery lasts a long time. Put it in this front pocket right here. Then in this back pocket. So right here, let's put some headphones. So my Bose ultra quiet headphones. They look like they're gonna be nice, snug, and secure right here. So we'll close that up right there. And then that leaves us with some space for this front pocket right there. And I'm going to put a pack I have, which currently has nothing in it, front. So this thing is not even completely packed out, and yet there's still a lot more space here. So this is 30 liters, and I guess if multiple people are going and you have a lot of towels that you want to carry, maybe that would make the size make sense. So as far as the build quality of this bag goes, when it's empty, it is incredibly light. As I remove everything, once it's all removed, I'll go ahead and weigh it again. It's surprisingly sturdy. The zipper pulls are SBS, which is pretty good. Not bad for a $20 bag. The material, while I was using this, I did get caught in a rainstorm, which tends to happen very frequently in North Carolina. The pack was surprisingly water resistant. Water was hitting it directly for a good 10 minutes, hitting it. And then I put it underneath a table because I didn't want my stuff to get damaged. And so it was just a wet environment, and there was very minimal moisture on the inside. It's not waterproof by any means. This is not a bag that I would ideally want to be caught in the rain with. But what would be okay with this bag is at the beach and maybe it gets splashed with a little bit of water. I think that that's just fine. All right. So now that the bag is empty, let's go ahead and weigh it. Let's turn this on. We've got a 0.7 pounds, 0.3 kilograms. So this thing is, in fact, very light, and they were able to do that with very minimal lining. Throughout the bag, I can tell that many of the seams are reinforced at key seams. Some of the higher traffic areas have double layers, but surprisingly, the bottom does not have a double layer, and I don't understand why not. I feel like out of anywhere that might need that double layer. So, okay. This is the front of the bag and the big pocket that I was talking about. And so this is how it packs into itself right here. All right. And this is the pack all folded up in its cute little thing. So as far as the comfort of the pack goes, you are carrying a very light load. I would say not adding more than 5 to 6 pounds, then it is quite comfy. You're doing bulky, soft things like multiple towels. I think that that's okay. But if you were to put a 5-pound weight plate in there, you're not going to be very happy because the bag doesn't have any structure. I think that adding the mesh to the back of the straps was a nice touch, just to try to get a little bit of airflow and breathability, especially when the back doesn't have any. If it's really hot out, then it's just going to be your back and this fabric just dripping sweat. Do you think that for a packable bag, they put some effort into having some level of organization? I like that they have a couple of different areas to put things and to organize different items. Some of the design choices that they made, compact, it's foldable. I like how it comes in multiple different colors. I like that it's really lightweight. I do find it to be too big for anything that I would particularly use it for, because unless it's towels or something very bulky and light, it's not built to carry as much stuff as it is. Short distance, so maybe you're going from upstairs down to the pool, you don't have very far to go, you don't have to carry it for long, then you could get away with it being heavy. But this is not a bag that you'll want to load up and take to Disneyland or Disney World or something like that. So more for like a pinch. So what would I change? So I would keep this organization the way that it is, but as you've already probably figured it out, I like this organization, but the volume of the inside in half. So I'm fine with the height of the bag. I think that it has too much depth, and I would want a key leash in here somewhere, and then at the top maybe a mesh pocket that's elevated. So instead of this pocket here, I say start a pocket here, have it be mesh and elevated at the top. And it's going to help separate some things, whether even if it's papers, keys, something light. So I definitely think there needs to be some separation of the items that are in here. I think on the outside, you could add 1 or 2 key loops. Is this, and there's a compression strap, but right here, if there were a little strap where I could hook a carabiner or a light or just something you can hang off of there, I think that that would add a lot of value, not a lot of extra cost, and not a lot of extra weight either. So some of my favorite things about this bag, I like how sturdy and well built the material is, and how well built the bag is in general for a $20 bag. I definitely think that if you're in the market for a 30 to 35 liter bag, it's going to be bulky yet light items, or you have a very short distance to go, you don't plan on carrying it, maybe just loading it up and it's going to be sitting there, then I recommend this. If not this one, you can look at their other line, because the quality is about the same with all of them and the prices are all very affordable, which I can appreciate. Then I think for being a packable bag for what it is, I actually think it looks pretty good. So I think it's an attractive little packable bag. Give you a side-by-side. I have the Matador Refraction packable bag, and so it's not, in my opinion, it's not as aesthetically pleasing as the Matador bag goes. The materials, in my opinion, are not as premium as the Matador bag, but then the Matador bag is about twice the price. And so if it's not something that's going to be used a lot, or you want something that's going to get beat around, Plus, the volume of the Matador bag is about half the volume of this one. And this bag folds down into this little pocket right here. So this is a budget bag, and I just showed you the Matador bag. But let's say you want another budget bag option, the ZOMAKE style. For whatever reason, it's just not for you. Then you can check out this bag right here. This bag goes for about $20 to $30, and it is the Venture Pal 35 liter packable bag. And then going higher on the price range, we get to the $50 range, which, as I showed you, the Matador packable bag is an option, or you can look at the Osprey Light Ultralight stuff pack. Picture of that right here. Go ahead and check it out. Then if you are wanting the premium packable bag and you don't care how much money you spend, but you don't want custom and you want something that is readily available, then I recommend the Matador Freerain22 waterproof packable backpack. This one right here. And this one goes for $100. So that's a lot for a packable bag, but the quality materials are premium and it's also waterproof. So there's that. All right, so to wrap up this review today, this bag from ZOMAKE, it proves that you don't have to break the bank for a reliable packable backpack. So I will include the link to this bag as well as other bags in the 3 different price categories should you want to check them all out. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.